What's up everybody, I'm Rassi and welcome to another Lost Ark video. In this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the adventure tomes in Lost Ark. You can bring out the adventure menu by clicking down here, the adventure button, and then there is Adventurer's Tome. Or you can use the hotkey, which is N. So let's just go through all the information this tells us. At the top here you can choose the continent you want to view. So right now we are viewing North Vern, but obviously you can view any continent you have visited. It also shows the completion percentage of that continent. And it also shows completion percentage down here. Down here are the rewards you get for completing this Adventurer's Tome. So there's Vitality Increase Potion for this continent, there's Iron Mile at 30%, I get this cool grey stripe Rapport mount. Then there's some cards, Masterpiece, which we'll talk about in some other video. Then there's Skill Point Potions and some other items like Rapport and things for your stronghold. And when you 100% complete a continent, you will get an Ignea Token, which you can then use to claim rewards. From this button you can of course claim all the rewards you have currently unlocked. Down here is the main quest. Now this is obviously the main quest of the continent, and when you complete that you will get this one ticked out. Down here we have dungeons, so as you can see I have completed the Ancient Elveria on normal mode. However, you also need to complete the dungeon in hard mode. So yeah, you do need to complete each of the dungeons in both normal and hard mode. It's not enough if you complete it only in hard mode. On top of it we have vistas. Now these are the viewpoints of the continent. So as you can see, North Vern has 10 different viewpoints you need to visit. On top of that you have cooking. Now this is somewhat complicated and might take you a while to finish. For this Vern Anniversary Spirits, down there you can see that I can get this from Rania Village from Bartender Roy. But if we let's take a look at Rethramis. Yeah, so this one you need to craft, this one is exploration, this one was search, and this one you get from Rapport. So obviously this one might take a while because you need to increase the Rapport level for that NPC in order to get this holy potato with teeth marks. In order to complete this you should probably take a look at some guides on the internet because this might be a bit complicated. On top of that we have collectibles. Now these drop from certain monsters. However, it doesn't actually say which monsters these drop, so again you probably need to take a look at some maps on the internet which tell you exactly which monsters drop which items. So if we take a look at Rethramis, you can see that I have collected 3 out of 25 pieces of the statue of Regulus. And I also have 3 out of 25 Blackwest Paws. And these are just the common ones. There's also uncommon ones and rare ones, and then there's the epic one. The good thing about these is that you can purchase these from the auction house if another player is selling it, and you can also sell your excess collectibles to the auction house. So if I would have completed the Bloody Rod, I could just then sell my excess Bloody Rods to the auction house, which would probably net me a pretty nice amount of gold in the early games. If you have excess collectibles, sell them to the auction house. If you want to finish your Adventurer's Tome quickly, just purchase everything from the auction house. The next one we have is the monsters. Now these are the monsters that has the icon on their head. You probably encountered some of them by now. It doesn't register here if it doesn't have the icon on its head. So again, there are lots of maps in the internet that show you the exact locations of these, which is unfortunate because I would rather click this one and it would show the area that monster could be found. That would be much better functionality of this, but it is what it is, so that's unfortunately what we have to deal with. Down here we have the field boss. Now once you get to level 50 you can click the calendar icon at the top left corner. It brings you the calendar. And down here you can see field bosses. When you click that, you can see when the field boss is going to spawn and also the recommended item level to do that content. And these are pretty high level content, at least for the start of the game, so you should just come back to these later in the game. Then we have another story. Now this is another quest line for that continent. If you just finish all the quests in the continent, you probably should have these completed. Then there's hidden stories. Now these are somewhat more complicated and requires you to kind of like accidentally run into them. I have made some hidden story quizzes on my channel, so for Judia example I have all of the hidden stories, like the locations where you get them, but yeah, these are rather hard to find, and that's where the name comes, because they are hidden, but sometimes they are pretty well hidden. So again, this is something that you need to use a map for in order to complete all of them. Then we have Rapport, which was called Affinity in the Korean version. So this is like how much the NPC likes you. You can raise these rather quickly if you use some Rapport items. However, those Rapport items are limited and you can't really raise all of them instantly to 100%. So this one will take a while for you to actually achieve. So it's something that you need to do daily, which is running back to these NPCs and doing the rapport thing to raise the rapport, and then just like do it daily. And the last but not least, we have the Triport, which is the teleport waypoint system in this game. So just visit all the triports. That's pretty simple and easy to do. But yeah, that was the Adventurer's Tome guide. All the collectibles and cooking and monster and hidden stories, you kind of like have to use a map for them. Make sure to check the description box for the most up-to-date Lost Ark map. Also, if you happen to know a good map, let me know in the comments. But hey, that was the Adventurer's Tome guide, how it works and what you need to do in order to get 100% completion and getting your Ignea token. And here are the rewards for the Ignea token. So with one we get this very cool Mount White Scarab. Then we get Mokoko's Skillet Relic. Next one is Luminous Energy, which is basically just an aura around you. Then we have Superior Vitality Increase Potion. There's Purify, which is a rune. Then we have Zinner Whale, which is a legendary card. We have Superior Stat Increase Potion. Then we have Greater Skill Point Potion. Then there's Bifrost Key for unlocking the Bifrost slot. And then there's one last legendary called Delane Amen. So these are the rewards you get from Ignea tokens. But yeah, this is rather late game content and it will definitely take a while in order for you to just get one of these to 100%. But yeah, that was the Adventure Tome guide. Hopefully this explained how this system works. If you find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Lost Ark content. I have already played this game for 3 years and I have lots of different guides available for it. If you like what I'm doing and want to support me, you can join my Patreon or purchase a YouTube channel membership. And as always, thank you for watching, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you in the next video.